Hello everyone, saludos a todos que quieren venir a ver esta masacre. Porque sí, PC Gaming Show de la 3 tiende a ser terrible. Yo creo que es uno de los eventos o más fomes o con más cringe que hay por el presentador. El presentador año tras año se esfuerza en tratar que la gente le aplauda, que le siga todo, pero nunca termina bien eso. Ay, esto va a ser interesante de ver. Y mientras tanto, ¿qué nos muestra PC Gaming Show? Hacen preguntas super randoms sobre juegos. ¿Cuál de estos personajes es una clase? No es una clase en Darkest Dungeon. Wayman, Oculus, no, el primero, el D. Dice, para responder eso, dice hashtag D. Bueno, vamos a resetear el contador de todo. Reset hype. Para que el contador empiece desde nada. Y así tengamos un contador de cero. Y yo creo que aquí va a haber mucho WTF y mes. Sobre todo mes. Suerte, Mighty, conquístalos a todos. No creo. Y de hecho, yo estoy más interesado en la presentación, no conferencia, de Limited Run. Ya lo cobraron, Yoshi. Ya lo cobraron. Arribita hasta las estrellitas. Buenos días, Mighty. Sigo dispuesto después de trabajar de noche. Ajua. Buenas, Phoenix. Dejen de cobrar tesoros, que ya no hay tesoros. ¿Alguno pudo sobrevivir a la conferencia de Devolver Studios? Sobrevivimos, pero lo que siguió después era de Twitch o algo así. Era una cosa muy rara. Y aguanté hasta que... ¿Torch? Ah, no. Me asusté. Hasta que terminó la obra de teatro de Sub-Zero, Scorpion y Sonia. Lo mejor fue cuando terminó. ¡Yay! Vamos con todo, Mighty. Muchas gracias, Mario. Muchas gracias por ese delicioso... ¿dólar? Fue un dólar, ¿cierto? Muchas gracias. A ver... Estoy buscando... Buscando. Vimo. No. Ni. Vamos a ver el chat. Algo de Age of Empires, porfa. Van a mostrar algo quizás de eso, pero ya lo mostraron. O sea, sorpresa no es. Y el contador sigue ahí. What? El contador sigue intacto, el de YouTube. A ver, voy a tener que pegarle otro reset porque no lo está pescando. Yay. Gracias por esa deliciosa propina. Hey, a ver. ¿Qué pasa con mi luquendero? O sea, mi bot. Sí, ayer llegó a 2000 WTFs. Por alguna razón no está tomando en cuenta mi... Ah, el bot está malo. Otra vez se quedó trabado. Voy a hacer una pequeña pausa. Ustedes no se vayan a ninguna parte. Voy a hacer un... Voy a tratar de resucitar al robot. Así que no se muevan de ahí, no se muevan. Que tenemos 10 minutos aún, así que voy a hacer caer el stream como 2 segundos. Luego voy a volver a hacerlo caer. Y ya a los 10 segundos voy a estar bien, así que no se preocupen. Quédense ahí. Que esto se va a poner en pantalla negra por un ratito. Por nada. Menos de 10 segundos, así que quédense ahí, no se muevan. ¡Buah! Ya estoy aquí. Parece que estoy aquí. Y sí, ya estoy aquí. Así que ahora voy. Parece que ya estoy. Uy, vi que cometí un terrible error. A ver. Se reseteó todo menos el contador de WTF que no está incluido en el comando. Dios. Mighty, transmitirás Ubisoft, transmitiré todo lo que pueda. Hoy es un día súper pesado. Y probablemente necesite ayuda de los amigos de Discord para lograrlo. Esta va a ser una conferencia muy meh. A menos que haya alguna sorpresa así, pero muy inesperada, pero por lo general es muy lenta. Es como un treehouse, básicamente. Pero un treehouse sin amor, sin cariño, sin nada. A ver. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver si me pesca el comando. Dang it. Ah, lo pesco. Pero no se ve todavía. What? What the what? ¿Lo pescó? Pero no funciona. What? A ver, ¿cómo es la cuestión? Ay, no lo guardó. Maldita cosa. Ahora sí que sí. Y guárdalo. Ahí, ya, lo guardó. Vamos a ver ahora. Hola Mighty, recién te levantas. ¿Hasta qué hora te quedaste ayer? Terminó lo de Devolver. Me quedé haciendo las miniaturas de hoy y chao. Eso fue todo. Fue como a la media hora después. No me acuerdo qué hora terminó. Pero fue tarde. Fue tarde. Y a ver, ahí se reseteó el contador de WTF, cringe, todo. Así que estamos bien. Y la gente en Twitch también tiene un contador de WTF que no sale en pantalla aquí, pero existe y está en el chat. Y ahora me falta hacer la miniatura de Limited Runs, que Dios mío, no se guardó. No se guardó. Estaba tan chato ayer que llegué, apagué todo y no guardé el archivo. Dios. Así que vamos a hacer miniaturas. Bueno, por lo menos la de Limited Run es súper fácil de hacer. No hay que hacer casi nada. También me di el trabajo ayer de limpiar el PC porque estaba como muy pegado, no sé. Bueno, ayer fue una transmisión súper larga y tenía como abierto como 1000 aparatos. Es normal que actuara así el computador, que se revelara. No quería más, quería que lo jubilaran. Hablando de jubilar, voy a, voy a cerrar este chat de aquí que no recuerdo que ayer me consumió toda la RAM. Ese chat, Dios mío, el spam chat de YouTube como que consume mucha RAM, no sé por qué. Fin del resumen. Ya quiero que sea mañana sí para Nintendo. ¿A qué hora el de Nintendo? No recuerdo. Ya estoy confundido con las fechas, ya no sé nada. Espera, a ver, ¿dónde estás? Templates. Alguien debería tener un comando para que la gente viera todos los horarios. Ah, pero no serviría de nada porque... Es que es tonta la pregunta. Es tonta la pregunta cuando dicen ¿a qué hora es? Ya. ¿De qué país eres? Porque, ¿sabes, niño? No hay un horario universal para todos. Y si te digo el horario oficial de Pacífico, me vas a decir, ¿y cuál es el horario para Panamá o no sé dónde? Entonces, no sé, es tonta la pregunta. Imposible que me memorice todos los países. Ahora, podría sacar el cálculo quizás para Uruguay, Paraguay, Perú, México. Bueno, alguna parte de México, porque México tiene como 3 horarios. Sacando como el cálculo con Chile, pero es difícil y es como que ya me va a volver loco esa pregunta. A ver. Tengo la Limited Run. Muy bien. ¡Yay! ¿Qué fue eso? Chris Gerardson, muchas gracias por esos bits. ¿No habló? Esperemos que haya muchos momentos de cringe. Supongo que fue lo que escribió Gerardson. No, se suponía que tenía que leerlo el bot, pero no lo leyó. Muchas gracias, Gerardson. No, Domo arigato. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. ¿Qué lata que no pueda transmitir esto en D-Live? Yo sé que hay mucha gente que no puede verme en YouTube. O sea, sí pueden verme en YouTube, pero no les gusta verme en YouTube. Y les gustaría verme en Twitch, pero no pueden verme en Twitch. Y al final, D-Live es como que tiene muy buen codec. Y no se les cae como Twitch. A ver. Ya, Limited Run. Listo. Y después viene la de Square Enix. También hay. A ver. A ver. Ya. Tenemos esto listo. Listo, listo, listo. Y esto de aquí. Perfecto. A ver si puedo contestar la pregunta de alguien de cuándo es cuándo, qué cosa. A ver. Ahora que tengo manos libres. Después de editar todo esto. Foto random. Tengo esta foto. Y con la que me estoy guiando porque el PC en algún momento no me va a dar para meterme a las páginas super hiper cargadas de esa. Así que me sirvo de esto. Que no sé, alguien lo habrá encontrado en Facebook o qué sé yo.
¡Fuimos timados!
¡Timados!
¡Embaucados!
Entonces tenemos esto. Para algunos países nomás, porque es imposible poner todo el horario. Obviamente. PC Gaming Show. Es hoy a la 1. O sea, ahora ya debería ya partir en 48 segundos. Luego el de Ubisoft a las 4 de la tarde. El de Square Enix a las 9. Y ya mañana Nintendo. Y eso. Si quieren saber horarios de otros países, qué sé yo, búsquelo en Google, no cuesta tanto. No cuesta tanto. Sí, hay un calendario y todo hecho en la propia ESA. Pero la gente está tan perdida que voy a ir a preguntar todo el santo día.
Pero yo acabo de llegar, ¿qué es lo que pasó?
¿Cuándo es la conferencia de Nintendo? ¿Cuánto es la de Xbox? Ay, ay, ay. Y aquí comienza esto. Por lo menos tiene una buena intro.
For the next 2 hours, you'll see all new
My
gameplay
body is
footage,
ready.
trailers, and
Yes, my
interviews.
body was ready.
Taking the stage today are first gameplay footage for Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2,
Vampire the Masquerade. Borderlands 3.
the reveal of Evil Genius 2,
Evil Genius 2.
Starmancer, Last Oasis, 2 new games from Coffee Stain Studios, Griftlands, Planet Zoo, What's Next for Terraria, Remnant from the Ashes, Mosaic, Warframe,
Warframe.
Baldur's Gate
Eso puede ser
3,
bueno.
Shenmue 3, the reveal of
Shenmue
Unexplored
también.
2, El Hijo, Age of Wonders, Planetfall, and more. And now your PC
Mario en
gaming show
PC, Dios
hosts,
mío.
Day 9 and Frankie
Súper perdido
Ward.
en la vida, hijo mío.
Good morning, good morning. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PC Gaming Show. Yeah.
Voy a preparar el
Yes.
cringe.
We're so happy you're here today. We have a great show for you lined up. We got 30 games that we're going to be showing off. 30. Some of them will be updates to existing franchises and titles. Others will be exclusive.
Cian,
world
Day
first
9.
looks. Y'all ready?
Plot, what?
Well, I first want to thank our sponsors for helping make this event possible. Without their support, this event would not happen each year. So thank you so much. Thanks to you for coming out. It's 10 a.m. in Los Angeles. Happy Monday, everyone. Best
Really?
day of the week. Hello to all of you up in the balcony. And of course, thanks to you tuning in live from all over the internet, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're tuning in from, welcome. We're happy to have you.
El mejor
My
host.
name is Day 9. I'm one of your hosts for this event. Joining me is the fantastic Frankie Ward.
Hello! Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Sean. Hello, everyone. Now, for you guys at home, for the first
Es
time,
linda,
whatever
pero
platform
como que
you're
anda su
watching
ropa.
on, we are going to be pulling your clever comments. Just remember that. I said clever comments.
Siento que me
From
quiere
Twitch,
vender un
Twitter,
auto.
YouTube, and Facebook throughout the show, and making you famous on the internet, on the screen. We're going to be sharing them live. And one of the things we're especially looking for are your questions for the Borderlands 3
kilómetros.
team, because Sean
Tiene 4
has got a
ruedas.
mission to put their questions to
Desde
the
el año
developer
pasado.
center.
That's right. Midway through this show, I'm going to be asking those questions to the creative director of Borderlands 3. Use hashtag PC Gaming Show, and we'll read them live. Until then, let's start the PC Gaming Show with our very first title from UK developer Rebellion. Several years ago, they announced they were working on
Rebellion.
the follow-up to Evil
Sí,
Genius,
Gerardo
a
está en
real-time
delay, pero no estoy
evil
transmitiendo en
layer
delay.
And now, Rebellion is ready to reveal its nefarious vision for the project. So, PC Gaming Show, who's ready to stroke a cat menacingly? Here is
Oh, yeah.
the world exclusive reveal for Evil Genius 2 World Domination.
Bueno, da gusto ver que están intentando animar a la gente.
Welcome,
Exclusive.
stranger.
Evil Genius 2. Vamos a esconder un poquito el chat de Patreon. Fortnite Lego. Under construction. Top secret. Ah, parece que es un juego de administración. Oh no, nos atacan por todas partes. Se ve divertido, si es que es lo que creo que es. What? No. Los Increíbles. No, Indiana Jones, espía, corre. Lara Croft, Indiana Jones. Ah, murió, bro. Sí, es como un juego de administración tipo Tikkun algo. Tienes que proteger tu base e invertir en... Pero este es el 2, entonces ya existe, entonces... Inscríbete para ganar una Closet Beta. Me gusta. No, no parece comandos. ¿O sí? Parecía de administración.
It means that a lot of people have
¿El
very
título?
high expectations and we have to meet those.
¿Verdad?
Well, let's take a look at whether you are going to meet them, because we are going to take a look at the world's first gameplay footage.
I guess I have to be the one to tell you.
Ajá.
You're dead.
You're dead. Paradox. World of Darkness.
You're obviously new to this whole existence, but truth is, most of you types won't even make it a whole year. We have one rule. You don't break the masquerade.
Exclusiva mundial que tiene exclusivo, pero Dios mío, Chris Shadow se refiere que ellos tienen la premisa de anunciar el juego, no que sea exclusivo de PC o algo así.
The city.
Tienen la premisa como noticia. ¿Max Payne? No, mentira. No, no es Max Payne. Vampire. The Masquerade. Bloodlines. Ah, pero este juego no... No, algo de Epic Games. No.
Guys, what does it mean to be a vampire in this world?
So in Empire, what it is, it's kind of a darker version of our world, and the vampires kind of need to keep their presence secret from humanity. So the vampires are kind of staying hidden in the shadows while also needing to feed on human beings and kind of manipulating us in order to get blood.
We're talking about
El de Evil Genius, no sé cuál era.
beings. I'm getting flashbacks to last year's show. Cara,
Oye, el desarrollador tiene guantes. ¿Qué onda? ¿Le da más estilo?
That's right. So we have the resonance system, which means that essentially vampires can kind of see the emotional resonance of human beings, like fear or desire, and then they can
Se ve que como alguien
feed on those people
especial.
to feel the same things.
Tiene guantes, loco. Me llama la atención sus guantes.
And that can give you like extra
Pero está nerviosísimo.
And there were some really interesting characters in that trailer as well. What kind of relationships are we
Yo antes solía usar guantes cuando era edgy y ajá.
Well, very fragile, very volatile relationships, very mature relationships. So it's going to be a fun time.
And one thing that was really intriguing
Mighty,
to me when I
los
was
guantes te
learning
dan
about
style
this
más
game
5.
is you don't just get bitten and turn into Nosferatu, Dracula, or Brad Pitt. And to be honest, I think you should maybe put Brad Pitt into the game, because then I'm definitely playing it. You actually have to adjust to your environment to becoming a vampire, Clara.
Vampire.
That's right. So essentially, in the game,
Los guantes suben
when you
estadísticas.
were made as a vampire, sort of very young vampire, a lot of other vampires are made at the same time. And this thing called the mass embrace.
Pero en las dos manos, qué mala suerte.
Essentially, they're having a less lucky time than you in the world. You're having a relatively good time.
Espera, ¿y los tendones no son como en el antebrazo? El túnel carpal y qué sé yo.
You might have, say, a wife and children, and you are morally objecting to drinking
No,
blood,
creo que eso es por estilo, no parece algo terapéutico.
You have a less good time, let's say, than the player is having, so you can find them throughout the world as well.
And Brian, the first game came out in 2004. You've been waiting.
¿Por qué mis directos no se pueden devolver? No tengo idea.
Any pressure?
Yeah, tons of pressure. But
Sí,
yeah,
está nervioso.
we're going to make it worth it.
Well, you know what? I think there are people around the world watching this, and of course the audience here, and they all can't wait to play this game. Can you wait, guys?
Ah, que se cosplayaron para vampiros. Bueno, en mi vida he visto un vampiro con guantes.
We're going Q1 next year.
Fantastic. And when can we learn more?
Pero se están como disfrazando del juego. No sé, no me queda muy
Thank you so
claro.
much, Brian and Cara. Good luck. Give it up, guys. Thank you so much. Now, have you ever wanted to play
seas
Dwarf
malo.
Fortress in space?
Se
Some
esforzaron.
answer is a space station sim from Ominux Games and Chucklefish. After a catastrophe on Earth, humanity has launched a desperate attempt to find refuge among the stars. Your task is to manage a colony capable of sustaining life, crafting components, controlling colonists, and sending out crews to
En
mine
YouTube,
asteroids.
Mighty puedes hacer que se
But when
devuelvan
you're
los
living in
streams en una
space,
opción del
there can
panel.
be big consequences for even the smallest mistakes.
Ah, no, no, no.
Let's take a look
Yo
at
no
the brand new
tengo
gameplay
la opción de
from
devolver el del playback, creo. Porque estoy en modo baja latencia. ¿Qué significa eso? Que si yo estoy streameando algo, ustedes lo ven como a los 2 segundos después. Si no tengo activada la baja latencia extrema, tenemos una diferencia como de 15 segundos. Ah, es como si fuera una película de los 90, por eso está disfrazado así, sí. Pero costó entender la referencia. En los 90 tenían un exceso de accesorios los protagonistas de acción. ¿Qué es esto? Preserve Live. Incoming, no sé qué diablos. Make Friends. Tiene bonita música. ¿Pero de qué va esto? And Enemies. Cabo 2.0. Parece que también es de administración. Russian Architect 2 en el espacio. Club Penguin 2. No, esta música propia del juego. Cuando salga una canción como con letra es que tiene copyright.
Our next guests both started as modders. And now, they each independently run their own studio.
Qué linda
Let's
historia.
welcome to the stage, from Tripwire, John
Eran
Gibson, and
dos
from Torn Banner,
modders que
Steve Piggott.
hacían mods de juego y terminaron haciendo su propia empresa. Muy bien.
Now I understand. Both of you started as modders, working independently, running your own studios. Talk to me about the collaboration that you started together.
Yeah, Steve. So we've known the Torn Banner guys for a long time, even giving them some advice when they were modders, going commercial, helping them not make the mistakes that we made. And we've been friends, and we've always wanted to work together. And now we've sort of formed this independent
Y ya estamos aquí
professional supergroup
para la...
to
Uy.
get an awesome game out to fans.
Yeah, and for us, this is a dream partnership as well. We've always been really close with Tripwire, and we really respect their games. We see them as one of the few studios that's bringing
¿Cómo se lee eso?
innovation to the
¿Chivarly?
FPS genre.
¿Chivarly?
That's what we're all about as well.
Well, let's take a look at this upcoming collaboration between Torn Banner and Tripwire.
No, aquí no hay bombazos. En el PC Gaming Show nunca hay bombazos. El año pasado había unos juegos de robots, de estrategia, estaba bien, pero la presentación siempre son meh. No, voy a poner un cringe por los guantes. Wow. ¿Cómo se lee eso? Chivarly. 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 Se ve bien. Pero ese problema del PC Gaming son tan
Talk
meh los
to me
trailers.
about Chivalry 2, Steve.
Well, Chivalry 2
Chivalry
is
2.
about bringing players into their favorite medieval movie battle scenes. And our flagship game mode, Team Objective, does that by having players complete medieval objectives like sieging castles, raiding villages, and
Yeah, you're not just going and standing in an area and then
Mighty
a
solo
bar
tienes
goes
envidia
up.
de los guantes y el
You're,
estilo del
like you
loco.
said, burning houses, killing peasants, You know,
Yeah.
playing as peasants, getting killed.
It's really about letting the player experience every iconic moment of the era. And on top of that, this time around, we've increased the player count scale to about 2.5 times what the previous game was. The 64 players.
La conferencia la
And
financia
on
Epic
top of that
Games,
increased
así que
scale,
nada de
we've added
Half-Life 3.
forces, which really allows us to add a lot of drama to the game and bring
Dicen ahí
experiences like
en Twitch.
the Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones.
Don't worry, we'll ignore the last season. Just Battle of the Bastards is going to be in the game.
Yes.
All right, so I want to ask about the swordplay element to Chivalry 2. I mean, I know it's a really critical element.
Yeah, and this time around, we've completely revamped. I mean, we really view what we're doing here as bringing a true sequel in every sense.
Yeah.
We've attempted to completely revamp the combat, movement, and animation systems so that every swing, every action of the combat feels readable and fair, and also has the satisfaction of and the weight that you
Esta es la
expect
parte
when two
aburrida.
medieval knights in full armor are clashing.
Yeah, and it's
A
very,
nadie le
very
importa.
fluid and much more accessible than the previous game. And it's, you know, the pace is so much quicker. It was what I really enjoy when I'm playing it.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask about the fluidity because in a lot
Pero
of
bueno,
melee
aún
combat
queda
games,
cringe que
there's a
podemos ver.
full animation swing and then you
Más
sort of
gente con
recess.
guantes,
It's kind of
quizá.
these discrete, chunky times. I understand that
Más
in
bromas
Chivalry 2, the
forzadas del
swordplay
presentador.
operates differently than that.
Yeah, we kind of think of it like when you're swimming, where you're kind of constantly using both arms at the same time. And
Yeah.
a core part of our focus this time around has been making it so that players can fight multiple opponents at the same time.
Like 1-on-3, 1-on-4 situation.
Exactly, because that's fundamentally part of the becoming the ultimate warrior fantasy
Right.
and achieving glory on the battlefield.
Well, I mean, I do have to ask, I'm talking about swordplay and mastery, but
Yo sí sé lo que está diciendo, pero no me interesa.
Like silly fun? Like, how do
Porque
you
no conozco el
balance the
juego.
mastery with the fun element?
Yeah, our goal has always been to make it so that players can take the game as seriously as they want to and also as silly as they want to. We know that probably about half our audience plays the game drunk, and we love that.
At least half.
Yeah.
That's an important metric to track.
And the game has a huge influence from Monty Python as well. I mean, in the over-the-top voiceovers and the role-playing opportunities. I mean, the game is genuinely hilarious. As an example, you can beat a man with a chicken while quoting Shakespeare.
What?
Like picking
O
up
sea,
a chicken is a
se ve muy real,
physically
pero también
well,
quiere
that's
ser
excellent. Well, I mean, I have
chistoso.
to ask.
Hay cosas muy tontas que puede hacer en el juego, como tirarle una gallina a alguien y matar a alguien con una
Chivalry 2
gallina.
is coming out early 2020, and it's coming.
Entonces el juego tira por los dos, para los dos lados.
Look forward to checking it out in early
Que sea
2020.
cómico y
Gentlemen, John Gibson and
hiperrealista.
Steve Piggott with Chivalry 2. Thank you so much. We are just getting started here at the PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at what's coming up next.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show. Coming up,
Coming up.
build a world for wildlife.
Uy, ¿qué piensa
in
eso?
Planet
¿Ticún?
Zoo.
No, Planet Zoo.
From the creators of Darksiders, Remnant from the Ashes,
Remnant from the
Baldur's Gate
Ashes.
3, and more trailers,
Baldur 3.
interviews, and gameplay footage.
Gameplay footage de Baldur Gate 3. Eso estaría bien.
Nothing will escape.
Gracias FGNQ por ese delicioso hosting. Blip blop. ¿Y se hace solo? Endless Fun. Oye, crítica social. Toda la diversión en tu mano, pero el mundo es triste. Wow. La tristeza es tan triste. Esto está bueno, me gusta. Crítica social en todas partes. What? ¿Por qué está nadando? Mosaic. El señor Sociedad. Wow, blip blop.
That was a brand new trailer for Mosaic, a dark and atmospheric
Voy a
adventure
buscarlo.
game coming later this year from developer Killbyte and publisher
Blip
Raw
blop.
Fury. So how are you
Dios.
guys enjoying it so far? There's been
Espera.
some swords, some space stations, vampire puberty. We're listening to your reactions to the PC
Cómico
Gaming
y
Show throughout the
realista, un
entire broadcast, no
sitcom.
matter what platform you're
Sitcom.
watching and ranting on, so keep them coming. Our next game
Mike,
is a Ghost Kings
¿transmitirás la
multiplayer
conferencia
hide
de
and seek game inspired by a
AMD?
popular mod. Charge up your Proton
No
battery,
la
get
tengo
ready,
listada. ¿A qué hora
and
es?
play Hunt.
La que me interesa es la de Limited Run. Que hay que darle más cariño porque ellos nadie los ve. Coffee. No, que sale. Ajá, y no, me metas copyright. Que el copyright de PC Gaming es salvaje. Y el de Ubisoft igual. Sepan ustedes, amigos míos, que si transmiten esta cosa con música de PC Gaming Show, les puede llegar un strikeazo pero terrible. El de Ubisoft es peor. Con el de Just Dance, ese te puede tirar el canal abajo. Y el de PC Gaming Show también. Hay que tener mucho cuidado con los trailers con música, con lírica. Con letra, porque seguro son canciones como que tienen copyright salvaje. No sé si sus trailers sería súper caótico que los trailers de los videojuegos tuvieran tanto copyright. La de AMD, esa es a las 6. Ay, no me va a dar el alma para tanta cosa hoy. ¿Por qué lo piensan en los streamers? Lo mismo me pregunto yo. Y esto hoy, Midnight Ghost Hunt, se ve bien. Se veía muy bien. El reloj marcó las 12. What? Luigi's Mansion 3.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Midnight Ghost Hunt is the dynamic one-man team. Creative director, programmer, designer, it's Sam Malone.
No, un hombre que hizo todo. One Army. Man, One Army es.
Sam,
Wow.
please tell us what is going on in that. What is Midnight Ghost Hunt all about?
So,
One
Midnight
Man
Ghost
Team.
Hunt is a
Dios
multiplayer
mío.
ghost hunting hide and seek game. You can play either as ghosts or ghost hunters, like a 4v4 format.
Mighty presentará lo que nos importa a los jugadores de PC. Nuevos procesadores AMD Ryzen.
¿Estaré ahí?
Yeah, and if I'm understanding correctly, it's
Y
not
sufriré.
about hiding as a lamp to try to assault and take out a hunter. It's actually, you would do that so that way you can keep running away and continue to hide.
Exactly. So the main objective of the ghosts is to try to stay hidden as long as they can until the time runs out, until the clock strikes midnight. Midnight being kind of the hour of the ghosts, basically. They can fight back if they like, but in general, they want to try to hide. But if there's a hunter kind of off by himself, he can quickly just hit him in the back of the head and knock him out real quick, and he has less hunters to deal with at that point.
See. Well, what's the identity of the hunters? I mean, we've been seeing furniture flying all over the place. What are the hunters doing?
So the hunters, it kind of can be divided into two different segments. The first part of the game is kind of almost like a detective game because they're sort of trying to figure out where the ghosts are hiding because it's not really obvious at first glance. So they've got gadgets like a footprint tracker, they've got like a radar like you saw, to try to narrow down where in the haunted house these ghosts are hiding, basically. As soon as the first ghost is found, though, it starts getting a bit more chaotic. There's ragdolls flying everywhere, and they have that cannon to really try to smash the ghosts into pieces. So those are kind of the two aspects of the ghosts.
I see. Well, talk to me a little bit about the inspiration for Midnight Ghost Hunt. I understand it's based on Gary's mod called Prop Hunt.
Right. So that's definitely a big inspiration, but the big twist for us is that the props fight back. You saw the furniture, they hurl themselves at you, they knock you out, they send you flying. So it kind of
Che, bonito, pero ¿cómo diablo esto lo hizo una sola persona?
You have a reason to be a little bit afraid of the things that you're hunting. So that changes up the dynamic a good amount, I think.
And I want to ask about when the clock strikes midnight. We saw the very spooky red color pop up. We didn't see what happens then. What's going on then?
So midnight, if even one ghost survives 4 minutes into the match, then you hear this ominous grandfather clock chime across the map. All the lights will actually flicker out. It'll get really dark and scary, and all of the ghosts that were destroyed actually return as vengeful spirits. They're a lot more powerful than before, and they glow a very brilliant red. So at this point, the tables have turned. The hunters are now the hunted, and they just need to try to work together to stay alive long enough for their evac to come, which is another 4 minutes or so. Usually the ghosts win when it gets to midnight.
Are you talking about like 90% of the time?
Like 90, yeah, usually because the ghosts are so overpowered at midnight. The hunters are doing whatever they can to try to prevent midnight from even occurring.
Probablemente tenía muchísimo tiempo libre esa empresa.
Well, awesome. When can people get the chance to try out Midnight Ghost Hunt?
So we'll be running an alpha event later in the summer. You can sign up at midnightghosthunt.com. I'd also like to give a shout out to our Discord, discord.gg/midnightghosthunt. Later in the summer, we'll be giving out keys on our Discord as well as on our main website.
Well, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Malone from Voltage Sky Games.
Dios. Es un campeón.
For our next title, we got Frankie up in the balcony, and if I understand correctly, Frankie, this is a sequel.
You do understand correctly, Sean, yes. It's a big sequel to a small indie game. Unexplored 2 is a procedural adventure, a roguelike that challenges you to fight, to be clever, and to solve its mysteries. Explore a beautiful world, engage with its creatures, and befriend its people. Search for magic lakes and ancient statues until you die. And die again. This is Unexplored 2.
Yo quiero ver a Lord Gaben anunciando la tercera de Half-Life Porta y Left 4 Dead.
Se bonito ese juego. Es como tranquilo. Ay, quiero bajar Blip Blob, pero no puedo. Se ve muy bonito. ¿Y un Explore?
One of the biggest bang for your buck that you can get when building a new rig is investing in a new monitor. And here to talk about a groundbreaking new display is Samsung's Dean Dalcero. Welcome, Dean. What you got for us?
Today we're here to announce the new Samsung C27
se le fue el audio.
curved gaming monitor.
Well, let's take a look.
Nothing will escape.
Gracias por ese hosting. Seba, estás aquí. Me gusta esa canción, es como la de... ¿Cómo se llama ese juego de los gladiadores? Se me olvidó. Domina. Se parece a la música de Domina.
Dean, we've seen the video, and I gotta start asking. Talk to me about some of those juicy features and specs.
So it's a 240 hertz curved gaming panel. We believe it's a world first. So you have lag-free and tear-free performance. And we think that the curve, it's a 1500 art radius, is going to be a very immersive experience that you wouldn't get from a traditional flat panel.
Y yo que aún sigo con mi monitor 1080p 60 Hz cara triste.
So you get those deeper blacks, brighter whites, and hopefully you'll see your enemies first before they see you in the dark scenes.
Yeah, and I understand it also has G-Sync. I saw that flash up on the screen as well.
First G-Sync compatible monitor, so we're super excited about that.
Well, since this is the PC gaming show and we're showing off a huge variety of games here, what are the types of games that you would expect that 240 hertz refresh rate and the G-Sync to work well with?
Sure, so we think everybody's going to appreciate the speed and the performance, but ultimately, esports first-person shooters are really going to benefit.
Right. Well, of course, I have to ask, not just when is it available, but what type of cost are we talking?
Sure, so it'll be available in mid-July for under $400 for a 27-inch panel. So it expands our gaming lineup to 8 models. Yeah.
Because when you said 400, I mean, that's the 27-inch is the $400 mark. Wow.
Yeah, so our gaming lineup will be expanded to 8 models, ranging from 24 all the way up to a 49-inch dual QHD. Check out samsung.com/gaming240 or see us in the back of the room for more info.
Yeah, that's right. For any of you in the audience, it's there. You can go there for it.
Es típico.
It's
Sega,
not 4K.
¿por qué no estás
Not for that
aquí?
price point.
Podríamos vivir el cringe
Well, I want
cringe
to let you
juntos.
know that we have all sorts of great presentations and games coming up. Let's look at what's coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Stay tuned for more announcements, trailers, and never-before-seen footage.
Never
including
before.
Gearbox answers burning questions about Borderlands 3. The next game from Clay Entertainment. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole in Valfaris. And more.
And more.
And now the PC Gaming Show presents What's Next from Funcom.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the warm applause. It's very exciting for all of us at Funcom to be here at
Estoy
the
por
PC
descargar
Gaming
Flip Flop
Show
a ver qué tal
for
es.
the very first time
¿Qué
ever.
hora llegaste?
And naturally, we would like to show some of the cool
Volví.
stuff that
¿De qué te
we've been
perdiste?
working on. So, without further
Pero te
ado,
tengo de fondo.
here are some of the
Lo
games
siento, Mighty.
coming for
Hoy no es un buen día.
2019.
Si quieres, por inbox te explico. Pero te tengo de fondo. Es algo. Ok. Bueno, Seo. Espero todo se solucione.
A lot's happened since you've been traveling, Khan. We could use your skills.
Stalkers got each other's backs, right? What happens to you?
Se parece a la actriz de TLOZ que le gustaba al Doc. La que también era una elfa en El Señor de los Anillos. Y no sé qué más. Salían hartas cosas. Wave. Ah, es un Tower Defense. Me encantan los Tower Defense, pero se ve feo. Oh, es Zeus. No, no es Zeus, es cualquier cosa gigante. Araña gigante, Zeus. Moons of Madness. ¿Qué es lo que es Moons? Thor gigante. Es Cthulhu, ha vuelto por nosotros, no.
Who would have thought? My son, off to fly among the stars.
Gracias por ese delicioso follow.
Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty Kingdom, Philip Mays.
So yeah, at Funcom we've been doing our own games for over 26 years now. But recently we had the great pleasure to be working with some other very talented developers and help them publish their games. And on that note, I'd like to introduce Phil Mays. He is founder of Mighty Kingdom, a studio out of Australia, who has been working with us on something
Estoy jugando Flip Flops y es
a little
terrible.
different.
Thank you, Natasha.
Es terrible.
So on April 1st this year, we put out a little trailer for something called Conan
Y
Chop
entiendo la
Chop.
crítica social de esto.
And considering the date, it was perhaps no surprise that people decided that that
Como
was an April Fool's joke. So
Ragnarok Clicker.
yeah, we have a little surprise for you. Check this out.
Es un clicker. World Exclusive. Escondan a los niños maní de Cthulhu. Ok, Kotaku lo recomienda. No sé qué pensar de eso. Critical Hit. Oh, qué buen nombre para una revista. Critical Hit.
Mighty Kingdom. No sabía que tuvieras un estudio desarrollador Rengis XD.
Pero claro, tengo muchos. El 3 de septiembre. Conan.
So there you have it, Conan Chop Chop. It's a roguelike action-adventure game. It's very real, and it's coming to PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch on September the 3rd this year. It's 2019. We also have a playable version here at E3 at our demo room, so if you want to give stick figure Conan a try, then please don't hesitate to drop by. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Last Oasis is a nomadic survival game set in a post-apocalyptic future where the Earth has stopped rotating. The last humans need to outrun the blazing sun in massive open-world environments. Good times. But cheer up, Sunshine.
Good times.
This is one of the most original-looking multiplayers we've seen, with interesting ideas underneath, a player-driven economy, and some truly incredible death machines. Coming to early access on Steam on July 15th, let's take a trip to the Last Oasis.
Last Oasis?
My tribe built wooden legs to lift us over the burning sands. We must move forward, or die beneath the sun.
¡Ay, qué loco esto! ¿Qué es esto? Es como steampunk. Mad Max agricultura. Piratas de la arena. Sí, yo creo que este se merece un WTF. Creo que el contador WTF debería subir. Esto estaba... ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué estamos viendo? Esas cosas existen, carpinteros locos.
Y Capcom no tiene conferencia.
No, no tiene.
The name of the game is Age of
¿Alguna vez
Wonders
tuvo? No recuerdo.
Planetfall, a 4X strategy game.
No recuerdo conferencias de Capcom.
To talk about it is the game director Leonard Sass and principal gameplay developer Tom Bird. Welcome, guys.
¿Se veía bien? Me gustó lo que vi.
So, Leonard, just give us the gist of what Age of Wonders Planetfall is all about.
Sure. Age of Wonders is a turn-based strategy game where you play as one of the survivors of a shattered galactic empire. At the start of the game, you choose or create your own faction.
Yeah.
They include the Vanguard Expeditionary Forces, who are in cryosleep when everything went to hell. There's scavenging cyborgs or the
¿Qué trailers más me? Bueno, sí, todo es me, pero es al nivel de lo que puede hacer el PC Gaming Show.
Of 4X strategy games. To give a sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the beginning of a game. What happens when you first land on the planet?
Well, each race has their own spaceship. The spaceship comes down onto the planet. The planet is where the entire game takes place. And that spaceship will then transform into your capital colony, where your entire empire begins.
Mighty Konami llegó a tener conferencias. Yo recuerdo que sí.
most of them. So maybe
La
you'll
verdad es que
find
estamos
a
hablando de
genetic lab
época
still full of horrible mutant
muy atrás
creatures,
y ahora no
maybe
recuerdo
pain
nada.
complex overrun by horrible robot monsters,
No recuerdo.
a temple with holes in the sky and horrible
Habrán
demons.
habido conferencias de la época cuando era revistas de papel,
And I did see in the trailer dinosaurs with lasers, correct?
cuando aún no había tanta internet en esto.
Cats with lasers. No, sorry, no cats with lasers.
I'm so sorry to disappoint all of you. No cats with lasers. You have to settle with dinosaurs. You know, I saw the expansive tech tree show up in the game briefly, and I know that growing resources and tech is a huge part of strategy.
Hoy ves ese blip blop, estoy enviciado en
So
esto.
part of these tech trees
No
come
puedo
from
dejar de
your origin
jugarlo.
race. They sort of represent the past where
Y no hay
you
que hacer
come from.
nada.
They include new units, new modules for your
Te
units.
lo voy a
like
mostrar en
jetpacks
pantalla.
for
Me
your
vuelve loco este
orbital
juego.
laser cannons you can launch from space.
Es un juego donde no se hace nada.
It's not all about war. And then the second part of your tech tree comes from your secret technology, and that's all about the future of your faction. So you can
Igualito el
create,
comercial,
a
sí.
combination between man and machine or man and computers.
Yeah.
Others include doomsday technologies that allows you to
Juega del
infect the entire
Liquid.
population with alien brain-eating parasites.
Hola Mighty,
or
saludos
win the
desde
game
República
by,
Dominicana.
splitting
Saludos
space-time.
Isaías
How many details
Ruiz.
you're giving me of the
¿Cómo
horrors that
estás?
await on the planet.
The future is not
¿Cuánto falta para los AMD? ¿Alguien me dice cuánto falta para los AMD en minutos, horas?
Some of the combat that we saw, because in a lot of strategy games, the combat can be very brief. It just, you know, shows two armies pinging off each other. But I understand that the tactical layer is quite rich.
Right, so when combat starts, you'll see, like on the world map, maybe like a little sort of space lab or something like that. When you go into combat, you will zoom all the way in, and you will be inside the lab. You'll see all the pipes and all of the goops flowing around. All of your units
Cookie
which you've been
clicker
putting
me
together
tuvo en la
are now
pasta mucho
deployed.
tiempo.
In turn-based combat, you can move them into cover, use their abilities, shoot laser cannons.
Oh, qué
Maybe you've
horror.
chosen the
Estoy
boss, you've got,
atrapadísimo en
like, a
este
bunch of
juego.
space dwarves in little metal suits, they'll dig holes in the
Empezó
ground,
esto
like,
hace
shoot from
como
the holes. Maybe you've chosen the Kirkos,
30 minutos.
alien bug monsters. They run
Black
forward and
Xerox.
slash people and puke acid on them, that kind of thing.
I mean, how long do some of these battles wind up lasting?
It depends. A short battle can
Mighty
be
hace stream de los
maybe,
5 horas
2 or
viendo
3 minutes,
un
but
número
at the end of the
crecer.
game, you know, you've got a massive siege with like 20 units
Yo creo que
on your
podría
side,
servir esto
20
para los
units on their
podcasts.
side. You've got orbital cannons blasting holes in the world, and that can maybe take 30 minutes.
Well, talk to us about when we can play the game.
Okay. The game is due this August 6th. It's going to be available on PC, multiple platforms, consoles, and it's available for pre-order now.
¿Han mostrado algo de
lovely.
Civilization?
Alright.
No.
What's that
De lo que
URL?
presta atención, no.
It's aow-planetfall.com.
Bien, gracias. ¿Cómo te ha parecido el E3 de este año hasta el momento?
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Sí, ha habido de
Thank you for
todo.
sharing the horrors of the future.
Aún no creo que sea el mejor E3 del mundo,
And
pero
for our
va
next
bien.
game, Frankie,
Hay
I
noticias
have
para
to
todos.
ask you, what year is it?
Why? The year is 1946, Sean, my dear boy. Europe lies in
My dear
ruins,
boy.
torn apart by the satanic Plan Z. A brave band of heroes cast the Fuhrer into hell, but little do they know, the nightmare is far from over. Achtung! This is the world-exclusive reveal of the next shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4.
World Exclusive. Exclusive. Me cuesta decir esa palabra.
Rated M for mature.
Blood and Gore, Intense Violence. Atención, tápense los ojos. Y los niños maninos vean esto, se acordarán del oso del Super. Saludos, Tiarel. Wow. Se ve bien, pero es que a mí me interesa más el gameplay que... El problema de esto es que cuando tú ves tantos trailers de juegos de zombie o de disparo o de lo que sea, después de un tiempo sientes que son todos iguales. Esto podría ser perfectamente Gears of War. Podría ser un Call of Duty Zombies algo. Podría ser un Resident Evil en algún momento. Entonces, siento que estoy tan saturado de trailers iguales que ya no me importa nada. No sé si a alguien más le pasa lo mismo, pero es como mi impresión. Como que los zombies, no sé, es como... ya son parte de tantas cosas. O sea, aunque sea un tráiler muy bonito, con mucha tensión y qué sé yo, no sé, no me logro conectar con el juego. Es Hitler. Zombie Army Dead War 4. Ah, y ya ven en el cuadro. Wow.
Later on the PC gaming show. A love letter to classic JRPGs. What's next for Warframe?
Warframe, eso me interesa.
A surreal noir adventure set before, during, and after the Big Bang. Baldur's Gate 3, and more.
Ese también es importante. Dijeron que iban a mostrar gameplay de Baldur's Gate 3. ¿Sabes qué sería interesante? Que alguien hiciera un videojuego de zombies donde tú eres el zombie y tienes que comer humanos. Eso sería interesante. Un zombie simulator. The Walking Dead explotó demasiado los zombies que ya aburren. No, y Resident Evil y todo. Planta vs Zombies, está en todas partes. Un simulador de citas con zombies. Me gustaría ver eso también. ¿Qué estoy viendo? Esto es como... no sé qué estoy viendo. ¿Qué estoy viendo? Se ve interesante. Super Zombie Bros. Una novela visual de zombies. Remnant from the Ashes.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Remnant from the Ashes. In that trailer, we got the chance to see so much new gameplay footage and new environments. Let's welcome the CEO of Gunfire Games, David Adams. So David, I want to ask right away for those who are unfamiliar.
¿Ya pasó Terraria? No, no han mostrado nada de Terraria que yo sepa.
So Remnant's a co-op action shooter.
Diablo fusión con Monster Hunter. Sí, algo así me imaginé también.
And I mean, in that trailer, we got the chance
tenía como una estética como tipo Diablo, de Diablo 3 por lo menos.
Like, what are these different places? Who's the player in this story?
So as a player, you're on sort of a Odyssey-like quest to save the world.
Si hay un simulador de citas con palomas, podría haber uno de zombies. Yo voy a hacer uno. Para que encuentres a tu waifu zombie mejor.
And one thing that we've talked about before is that replayability is a huge focus of the game. That you could play through it 10 times and still be seeing
de palomas zombies.
New monsters, new locations.
Ya, yo creo que eso ya es muy avanzado.
Yeah, I think one of the coolest features of the game is the dynamic generation system. So we generate the maps, the enemies, the quests, NPCs, bosses, everything.
You've built those all by hand, right?
Yeah, it's all hand scripted, but the system takes all the pieces and stitches it together. So you might play the game and come into work and say, hey, I talked to a giant tree and fought a dragon boss, and I'll be like, I met a guy in a helicopter, an old guy in a helicopter, and killed a tree ant, and we'd have completely different experiences playing the same game.
And you just have to keep going through and eventually explore.
Ya me aburrí de Blip Blop.
Yeah, you can play the game over and over again.
Me duele la mano.
You can jump into your friend's world to experience the
Mighty juega Pigeon Simulator. Zombie Chan.
Well, I want to ask about loot, which is, I understand, a big part of the game. How does it function alongside this ever-shifting gameplay experience?
A mí me pareció que esos bosses eran como de Evolve. Dice Orlando López. Las waifu de Zombie Land Saga.
So if you play the game and you get all completely different events, you'll have different.
Hay una película que no sé cómo se llama, y una vez la pillé viajando en bus, que me pareció muy interesante el concepto, donde era un mundo post-apocalíptico y un zombie era como que no era tan zombie, pero seguía siendo zombie, y se encuentra con una niña y se enamora de la niña. Y no habla, no hace nada. Y lleva a la niña a un bus para que sobreviva, y hasta ahí llegué porque me quedé dormido o me bajé del bus. Y estaba muy buena la idea. ¿Alguien sabe cómo se llama esa película? Quiero volver a verlo. Era un concepto totalmente nuevo.
Well, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, David Adams from Gunfire Games. Thanks so much for talking to us about Remnant.
No pueden haber juegos de citas zombies. Habrá regla 34.
Earlier, keep those questions coming. I will be asking. On stage, the creative
se llama Worms Bodies, así se llama de verdad.
Doesn't matter what platform you're on, just use hashtag PC Gaming Show. And until that time, let's talk about our next title.
Mi zombie no, mi novio zombie. ¿Era eso? No parecía tan romántica. Tenía algunos toques como tristes.
A deck-building roguelike where you don't just fight, but you also negotiate your way through a broken-down
Mi novio
sci-fi
zombie,
world.
¿será ese?
It's going to be available on the Epic Game Store in one short month on July 11th in alpha.
Sí, ese. Dios, con ese nombre nunca lo hubiera visto. Mi novio es un zombie. Vi como la primera media hora y me pareció extraña. My friend zombie. ¿Qué es esto? Ay, con cartas. Ay, tiene animaciones. Se ve bien. ¿Qué onda esto? ¿Está en un loop? Ah, no, está intentando otra cosa. En vez de pelear con todo el mundo, está como intentando usar habilidades sociales. Ahora tiene compañeros. ¿Qué sale ahí? Power más. ¿Más power? What? Sí, y es de Epic Games Store. Griftlands, disponible el 11 de junio. O sea, julio.
Planet Zoo is the latest game from the makers of the brilliant Planet Coaster. Please welcome Piers Jackson and Lisa Bowens from Frontier Developments. Now, Piers, what kind of zoo are we going to be running here?
So Planet Zoo is a new management sim game from us. It involves you building and looking after a modern zoo, and you get to look after the most authentic animals we believe you've ever seen in a video game. Each of our animals are unique. They have their own needs, their own desires, and their own behaviors. They interact with each other and react with the world that you build around them. And today, for the very first time, we're really excited to show everyone here our gameplay video and to announce our launch date.
Oh, fantastic. Let's buy the world's largest family pass and take a look inside.
Oh, este juego me gusta el juego de administración. Sí, es como un Tycoon Zoo, pero este es Planet Zoo o algo así. Qué genial, me gusta. No, no es un Tycoon, o sea, no es un Tycoon Zoo. Planet Zoo.
Lisa, I love some of the animal shenanigans here. I mean,
Ok, poquito hype en Twitch. 6 de hype versus 70
we saw the trailer. Piers mentioned this is a modern zoo, but what exactly does that mean?
So nowadays, when you go to the zoo, you're not just going to see all the lovely, pretty animals. You go there, you want to be, learning about conservation. You want to learn about the research that they're doing. You want to be educated, and these are all things that you're going to be able to do in Planet Zoo. And these ideas of the modern zoo is really what we take to heart, and we're going to be promoting, the health and the welfare of your animals as the most important thing to do.
And Piers, when can we see more gameplay, and when are we going to be able to get our hands on it ourselves?
Sí, ¿cuándo va a haber más gameplay?
We're obviously demoing the game all this week at E3, but most people aren't going to be able to see that. So we've recorded our presentation. Lisa's done a fantastic voiceover for it, and we'll be releasing that onto Frontier's YouTube channel. That goes live this Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Well, fantastic. I cannot wait to watch. Thank you so much for
cannot wait to
joining
watch.
us. Piers and Lisa, everyone. Next up, we have a very special guest all the way from Japan.
¿Dónde está el Seba? Está ocupado, al parecer.
Please welcome to the stage gaming industry legend and Shenmue creator.
¿Shenmue? ¿El creador de Shenmue está aquí?
That is right. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me on the stage is a legend of Japanese game development. It's Mr. Yu
Atención,
Suzuki.
esto puede ser muy bueno. El creador de Shenmue.
In addition to being the brains behind the following games, Hang On, Space Harrier, Outrun, Afterburner, Virtual Racing, and Virtual Fighter, Yusan
Oh, también.
also created the Shenmue series.
Virtual Fighter
And he's
también.
here to talk about Shenmue 3.
Es muy buena
right
IP.
now. Take it away, Yusan.
Ese caballero necesita más
この
respeto.
場に立てて光栄です。I am so honored to be here standing on the stage today. それと20年支えてくれたファンの皆さんありがとう。I just want to say thank you to all the fans supporting me for the long 20 years. Thank you very much. Wait.
Qué bonito.
The wait is nearly over.
That's right. Let's take a world exclusive look at Shenmue 3.
Vamos a ver. Hay que ver esto, cómo ha evolucionado las caras y todas las físicas, porque lo criticaron como el diablo.
Honestly, I don't think your kung fu is strong enough.
Grandmaster,
Bueno, eso se ve mejor que lo anterior.
A long time ago, martial arts were bad, but humans are interesting creatures. They practiced in secret, away from prying eyes, and became stronger.
No sé qué pensar. ¿Cómo encuentran ustedes que se ven las caras y los movimientos y la animación? Ese es el encanto de Shenmue. De Shenmue.
what did you say to me?
No,
Stop it.
No pega mucho.
They threaten and extort money from shop owners, get drunk by noon, and cause trouble. Everyone in town is afraid of them.
They are heartless.
Lo criticaron muchísimo por las expresiones faciales, pero no sé. Está en un punto medio. Donde está muy bien o muy mal en algunas partes.
This is him, the Japanese guy who got in our way.
Esa parte está muy mal. No pega con el personaje. Cierto, lo que dice Gerard Nelson. ¿Por qué no le pidieron ayuda a Sega? Que le hubieran prestado el motor de Yakuza. Las caras se ven muy bien ahí.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you.
Now our next title is near and dear to my childhood heart. It's based upon a game I grew up playing called Heroes of Might and Magic 2.
Sí, bueno, sí, es un
Let's take a
Kickstarter.
look at an upcoming collaboration between Coffee Stain Studios and Lava Potion.
Lava Potion. Oh, qué lindo el logotipo. Me gusta. Una poción de lava, qué genial. Qué creativo el nombre. Oh, esto es pixel art. Es como un poquito como Octopath Traveler.
In dead or in living, it's near and it's far. In human and beast
Yo estoy entero hypeado por el logotipo de la lava. ¡Que vuelva el logo! Yo encuentro que se ve bonito. Porque hay gente que no le gusta. Se ve muy bonito. Dovaquín, la 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 la. Muy bonito. Song of Conquest. Classic Adventure Strategy.
The name of the game is Songs of Conquest, and here to join me in talking about it is the lead designer from Lava Potion, Carl Toftfeld. Hey,
Lava Potion.
Hey, thanks. I mean, let's just start off for anyone who maybe hasn't played the Heroes of Might and Magic series. What is Song of Conquest all about?
It's all about, well, you kind of start out with in the town that you just saw in the end of the trailer, and from there you recruit your wielders. It's what we call our commanders, and you recruit an army, and then you kind of send off your wielders on an adventure. And they go exploring the world, they pick up resources to flag mines, and with those resources, you upgrade your town so you can get more stuff, and that's kind of what you do. Adventure and strategy combined.
Yeah, and you know, I know that part of the core loop is obviously get the resources to build up the township, but for what reason? Armies, man. Talk to me about those juicy battles.
Yeah, so the battle, just like the whole game, is turn-based. So you go into combat, you bring all your troops in, and you start by deploying them, and then all the troops have different stats, like offense and defense and health.
Esa mezcla como de pixelar HD 2.0.
Like chess, but instead of like pawns and bishops, you have like horned wands and face spirits.
Great, and griffins and so on.
Yeah, and all those things.
And well, you know, as someone who just loves the Heroes of Might and Magic series, I know
Todo el mundo está preguntando por Age of Empires, nada aún.
Into Songs of Conquest, but what are some of the modern elements that you're bringing in?
Well, there's a lot of it, but I mean, one of them is our magic system. We call it the essence. So basically, in the Songs of Conquest universe, everything has an essence within there. It's sort of like the soul. So your troops, they have an essence. And to do magic, you need to bring the troops with the right essence, with your wielders.
Oh, I see.
So if you want to like make your troops go faster, you need to bring a troop that has that essence, like cavalry.
And maybe to ask a basic question, what if my opponent kills that cavalry?
Then you can't do the magic. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're fighting someone, you kind of have.
¿Cómo se llama el juego? ¿Conquest cuánto?
To kill off. Like, do you want to destroy their magic or their powerful?
Adventure Conquest, ¿cómo se llama?
People go to get more information, and as always, when's it coming out?
Bueno,
late 2020.
Oh, it's quite a ways
off. Voy a tuitearlo porque me gustó mucho. A ver, voy a buscarlo. Lava Potions, Song of Conquest. Gracias, Chris Shadow.
Carl, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, our next title is an update to a popular co-op game. Let's see what's in store for Vermintide 2.
Vamos a seguir este loquillo en Twitter porque me gustó todo. Oh, qué genial es su logo, weón. Estoy pero atrapado. Song of Conquest. No tienen cuenta en Twitter. Solamente la Potion. Niño Rata Wars, ¿qué? ¿Qué vi? Niño Rata Wars. ¡Que vuelva el logo! Niño Rata Revenge. El Rufius de Game, ¿qué son?
It looks deliciously vile, and surely dismembering Scraven is so much more satisfying when you know you're going ham on a fellow player, making him or her cry little baby rat tears behind their computer screen. You can sign up now for the Vermintide 2 versus beta.
Peste negra el juego. Zombie ratas.
In Per Aspera, you're an artificial consciousness orbiting Mars.
Pidiaron a Twitch.
Purpose is to terraform the planet, starting from
Fortnite de la vida real.
and turning the planet
Maestro
into a
Splinter.
flourishing second home for humanity. Courtesy of developer TLOZ
Hay un juego sobre la peste
Industries,
negra y hay un tornado de ratas.
at Per Aspera.
As we all know, reaching the Red Planet was not humanity's greatest achievement.
Ratatouille de game.
Transferring the complexity of the human mind to machines.
¿Qué es esto?
So they can succeed where we fail. So they can build us a home on that distant, dusty rock. Today, Amy reaches Mars and begins their mission. Amy, are you with us?
Of course, I'm with you, Houston.
¿Es un juego para conquistar Marte? Wow. No, ¿cómo era? ¿Terraficar? Algo... Bueno, volver a Marte... ¿Que se puede poblar Marte? ¿Terraficar? ¿Terraficar? Terraficar. Terraformar, gracias. Gracias a la gente que lo está escribiendo. Gracias, Gerardo. Gracias, Chris. Terraformar Marte, el juego. Se ve interesante.
Been waiting 10 years
Yes.
to come back on a big stage at E3 showing off a game.
Well, it's fantastic to have you back. I just want to ask, what inspired you to tell the story of human evolution?
Well, when I started Panache, I needed a game, an open world game in which you can do a lot of things. You need a character in a 3D environment at first. And I said, oh, I'm the historical guy, I'm the historical dude, so I need an historical period. So I said, oh, let's go back at the very beginning. It'll be easier to do, because I won't have to build a city, I won't have to build technology, and I was a bit naive, because we built Africa 10 million years ago. And that's not easy to build.
It doesn't sound easy. I mean, how have you turned those themes
Terra
into
Fortnite.
Well, you play our last common ancestor, right, of all the big apes, and then you have to explore your environment, and eventually you expand your territory, you expand your clan, because you're not playing that one badass character. You play a group of badass characters. And eventually you evolve into different species, up until Lucy the Australopithecus roughly 2 million years ago.
I imagine our ancestors had a lot more issues to deal with than we do today. There's going to be a lot more dangers in this world, so tell me a bit more about those.
Well, it's all about from a prey to a predator. Basically, at the beginning of the game, everybody's there to kill you and devour you. And basically, at the end, it's pretty much you, where you're the predator and everybody's afraid of you. And that's the idea of Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey.
So, Patrice, ultimately, what is the key to evolving your clan successfully?
Curiosity. You need to explore, because, you know, I made a game about characters and you needed to follow the story I wrote for you. This time, you're basically writing the story, right? There's no story per se inside. It's not about going and see mission givers. It's not about looking at the mini-maps and the little dots. It's about you, hey, Homo sapiens. Can you survive like our ancestors did? And that's the question about
Mighty, deja jugar con el logo. No, está muy divertido.
August 27th.
Quiero que hagan un juego con ese logo.
I was going to ask you when we can see it, and you answered my question first. Thank you so much, Patrice. As Patrice says, Ancestors will be released August 27th, and you can learn more at ancestorsgame.com.
Thank you.
Kiki no se compró el Game Pass de PC, Claudio. Ah, esta tendrá música de copyright. No nos arreglemos. Ah, sí, definitivamente. Olvídalo. No me voy a arreglar contigo. ¿Qué conferencia viene después? La de AMD. No, y la de... La de Limited Run ya empezó. ¿Alguien sabe? Y que se hayan partido y no me di cuenta. ¡No! ¿Habrá partido? Limited Run, ¿dónde estás? No, quedan 50 minutos para la del Limited Run. No sé cuál ver. La de AMD como que me irá un poquito igual. ¿A qué hora parte la de AMD? ¿Cuántos minutos faltan? La de Limited Run parte en 50 minutos. Esto ya terminó, por favor, dime que ya terminó. Otros años ha sido larguísima y latera. Esta vez por lo menos fue más tiempo en trailers y menos en conversación. Dios mío, año anterior ha sido el tipo hablando, pero no mostrando nada. ¿En 3 horas más? ¿En 3 horas más es la de Ubisoft? Bueno, pero la de AMD. Wars E3. No, no tanto así. Oye, ¿ese juego se el de tablero? ¿Tablero en tercera persona? Sí, falta que muestre lo de Baldur Gates. No mostraba Baldur Gates aún. La de AMD es en 3 horas. ¿Va a chocar con la de Ubisoft? No sé. No sé qué hacer ahí. Y vuelva el Mortal Kombat de Devolver.
Millions of players getting a taste of it, and here to talk about its coming to PC is Loring Lee. Take it away, Loring.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Loring Lee. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. I'm the CEO and founder of Dragon's Game. Dragon's Game is a game developer and publisher comes from China. I'm so happy to be here today on this stage to introduce our game, Auto Chess, to all of you. This is really an exciting moment for us.
Mighty, el de Ubisoft es a las 4.
This is a real engaging game of Auto Chess. Dragon's now is working with the creator of Auto Chess, Toto Studio. We are working together to bring Auto Chess to our world, both on PC and mobile, so that everyone from anywhere with any device can enjoy the same fun of Auto Chess. Now we are building the PC version by using the gaming engine of Unreal Engine.
No entiendo nada.
As everyone knows, Unreal Engine is one of the best gaming engines of the world. With the help of Epic Games and by the power of Unreal, I believe we can finish our job quickly and efficiently. And today, I'm very glad to announce the PC version of Auto Chess will be coming to the Epic Games Store. I look forward to all of you playing Auto Chess on PC later this year. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Loring Lee.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing the news with us. Once again, Auto Chess, if you have not played it, you must check it out. It is so fun. Our next title with Frankie up above, I understand is an inspired indie game.
We'll find out, Sean, because one of the things we love about PC gaming is the way that game creators from all over the world can draw inspiration from one another's work. Cris Tales is a great example of that, a gorgeous indie love letter to classic JRPGs developed by a team in Colombia. Cris Tales' spin on the genre brings a unique perspective that lets you see the past, present, and future on one screen at the same time. So you'll see the future change based on your decisions.
Nada que pero Mighty.
Here's the world exclusive reveal.
Se trababa mucho.
If you saw what was, what is, and what would be. If you knew how it ends. Would you change it? Could you make the hard decisions? And would you be strong enough to fight?
Nada que pero Mighty. Presente, pasado y futuro simultáneamente.
And act in the present.
What?
You can rewrite the future.
Se ven diseños como de los 60 y otras veces no. Crystal. Juega el demo ahora en Steam.
In PC gaming,
What? ¿Qué es
it's
eso?
not the size of your weapon, it's how you use it. And I'm holding one of the, well, quite frankly, it's a bit average, isn't it? It's just your average, you know, Glock, really. No, it's one of the ridiculous alien weapons from our next game, Valfaris. A brutal, heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer inspired by true old-school classics.
Eso me da cringe. ¿Qué dice la gente? ¿Esto es cringe o no es cringe?
Players must blast and slash their way through the doomed citadel of Valfaris, overcoming its deadly environments and enemies before challenging the arcane evil at its very heart. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole from publisher Big Sugar.
Es what the fuck.
This is Valfaris.
Sí, es más what the fuck que cringe. ¡Oh! ¿Qué es esto? Por fin un tráiler que parte con ruido y bien. Así me gustan los trailers. Y con música pesada, muy bien. Y es pixel art también. Es Artas, el videojuego metalero. Me gusta. Wow. Por fin, alguien que me entiende. Valfaris? Valfaris?
Incredible action in the Valfaris trailer.
Artas va a purgar todo.
I'm very excited for our next guest. In case you have not been in downtown LA, E3 is covered with Borderlands 3 art. It's amazing, it's beautiful. And joining me is the amazing and beautiful Paul Sage, creative director of Borderlands 3.
Beautiful's the new one, thanks.
Yeah, there you go, Paul. Right. Welcome. I mean, there's been so much hype around Borderlands 3. What's the stuff you're really excited to be sharing this year at E3?
Oh man, so you know, we've talked about our Vault Hunters. Well, this time we get to talk about Mose, and she is our gunner Vault Hunter, so she has a big mech, so it's one of the things. All about loot. We're talking about, you know, the different loot, such as shields, grenades, those things, going to different planets, so a lot of stuff to talk about.
Well, I mean, I want to start right off with Mose. Tell us everything you can about her.
Okay, yes, I'll tell you everything I can. So Mose, again, like I said, she's a mech pilot. She has this big mech, it's called Iron Bear. She gets into Iron Bear.
Yeah.
You know, we have multiple action skills, which means that she can equip either a minigun or a railgun or a flamethrower. You know, if you want to barbecue your enemies, something like that.
Oh,
so,
nice.
You know, yeah, Mose is a terrifically fun character for us right now.
Now, we've been excited to be collating a whole bunch of community questions. We're going to break them into two
Sí,
categories.
Pero ¿es otro juego?
There's a whole bunch of repeat
No,
questions
es otro
that I want to make sure we
juego.
get to right now. One of the big categories
Pensé que
is
estábamos
about
hablando
loot, because you've mentioned
del juego
having
metalero.
a billion guns earlier. But what can you tell us about some
no.
of the other gear, the other progression systems in the game?
Yeah, so we're talking about grenades, like one of my favorite things that we don't get to talk about a lot. So in the past, we've had grenades that they've had like one thing. They can bounce, they can stick to different things, you know. This time, we're combining like all of those things. So for instance, the other day, I was playing, I threw a grenade, and that grenade had a bounce. It would stick, an explosion would come out, and the grenade would fire guns as it was going through, right? So we have like a ton of different grenades that are in there.
Fuimos embarejiñados. Ay, ¿qué pasó? ¿Alguien pisó el cable?
That shield will extend out in front of you, you know, so there's just tons of different things that we have. You know,
Gato.
Class mods
Superior a
are unique,
PC Gaming Show.
and they give you skills this time as well as enhancing the skills you currently have.
I also remember earlier you mentioned about artifacts. What are those?
So artifacts are, you know, we've kind of concentrated on like, hey, does the game feel
Que
fluid?
vuelva el
Can I,
metalero
slide into things?
y que
Can I
traiga una
jump
poción de
on a
lava.
mantle? Right. So when we were playing with that, we slid into a barrel, right? And the barrel exploded, and we're like, well, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
So why don't we do something like that? So our artifacts actually add certain things to movement. So for instance, you can slide faster. You can slide, and every time you slide, there's an explosion. We have something we call
¿Qué le pasa? Este no es mi problema. Es algo de la transmisión. Porque se sigue transmitiendo.
Category of questions unrelated to loot. Well, there's going to be a single player campaign.
Mario, uff.
What's going to be happening after the campaign? What are some of the beyond the single player, maybe end game content that you can talk about?
All right, in-game content. Okay, well,
Yes,
so I'll give a little bit. So we have this thing what we call the Guardian system. So for those people who played Borderlands before, you might remember
Esto es Borderlands.
Badass ranks. You can get,
Sebastián.
it's basically kind of an infinite progression system that added to your stats.
No, si esto no es IGN.
On that. We have what we call Guardian rank. And Guardian rank not only has that infinite progression, but it has skills
Alguien que mande, fuimos
that you can
timados.
open up as you go through. And the cool thing about that is like every character that you play on that account gets the benefits of Guardian rank.
Oh, interesting. All right, last category we're going to go through, and then we're going to hit some rapid-fire questions. How do the boss fights in Borderlands 3 compare to Borderlands 1 and 2? I know those were big aspects. How do you build upon that?
Right, so I think of a boss fight, you know, like I'm an old school Nintendo fan, right? So I love huge
Deberías
boss
tener el
fights that
sonido
have,
de
like,
yeah de
areas and
Bethesda.
stuff like that. So now those people, you
Tenemos
know,
a
smart people in the
Todd
ISO that we
Howards
talk
en el
about
chat de
going
YouTube,
vault
sí.
instead of vault, right? And so there are different like huge boss encounters there that are just, you know, multi-phase boss encounters.
Fuimos
You have, like,
timados,
a lot of different boss encounters throughout the game.
Well, now I want to ask some really quick questions that should be yes or no, very brief. First from Castore, how will you be handling multiplayer?
Multiplayer, we will basically be allowing anybody to jump in at any time, so.
Awesome. From MHL Animations, can I pet the gun? Great question.
I'm not here to judge what you do with your gun, so you know, that's a personal question.
All right, great. Sam Wiseman asks, is Maya's new companion a siren?
People are asking the right questions. That's what I will say about that.
Oh, you tease.
Sorry.
All right, from Ironic Sanguine says, is Tiny Tina going to be seen fighting alongside the Vault Hunters?
Yes.
Nice.
Qué
All right, I'm just gonna
incómodo
blast
fue
through a
eso.
couple
Eso
more
fue
as
un
fast as I
cringe.
possibly can.
¿Por qué le pesan
What's the level
tanto?
cap at launch?
50.
Will we get to see Flak?
No te trabes, no te
Will we see golden
trabes.
keys and or shift codes for Borderlands 3?
Absolutely.
Will there be duels?
Yes.
Other kinds of PvP?
Yes and no.
And also maybe.
And
Perfect.
maybe, yeah.
And will you be able to transfer weapons between your characters?
Absolutely, right from the start.
Perfect. And
Hasta yo
when
me
is the
sentí
damn
incómodo,
game
dice
coming
Ernesto.
out?
Friday the 13th, 2019, September 13th.
Perfect. Borderlands.com for more information. Thanks so much for joining me on stage.
Sean, thank you.
Pero Silver.
And once again, if you have not seen all the setups in downtown for Borderlands 3, they're beautiful. Our next game, we're going to be revisiting a guest that we saw earlier in the show. He's upstairs with Frankie. What you got for
¿Tú
us?
qué de Doritos?
Oh.
¿Qué?
Oh, hi, we're live. Sorry. Hello. I was just,
Ah.
I was actually testing out my outfit for this weekend. I don't know, what do you think, John?
I think you look really sharp, as always.
Very sharp. Well, thank you so much. John
Cringe.
Gibson, president of Tripwire.
Toma.
Thank you for joining us again on
Toma
the
tu
show.
cringe.
Very
Very
excited to be
busy
here.
man, yes.
Yes.
Now, last year, we revealed Man-Eater to the world. And can you remind anyone who missed it what the game's all about?
Absolutely. Man-Eater is an open-world action RPG, or Shark PG as we call it. You start
Shark
as
PG.
a small baby shark pup, and you have to
Shark
survive in this
PG.
harsh world and try to eat your way to the top of the ecosystem. The three words that we think sum the game up the best are eat, explore, and evolve. And we also have someone we'd like you to meet.
Well, let's meet him then. Let's take
Si
a look at
disfrazan
him.
tiene que ser como en Devolver, no así. Ah, explosión de tiburones. Oh, esta canción es muy buena, pero hay que mutearla. Esa es Mississippi Queen. Así que lo voy a cantar yo. Na, 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 na. Y me falta el sonido de vaca. Bueno, Mississippi Queen. Na, 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 na. La, 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 la. ¿Cuánto dura esto? No puedo. Voy a poner música de fondo. Mississippi Queen. La canción es muy buena y la acaba de destruir. Lo siento. Man Eater coming soon. Le van a dar copyright por cantar la canción. No, es que ni siquiera la acerté en una nota. Ni siquiera en una nota. Es la versión china. La que viene con los cereales.
Quite frankly, not even I would eat him.
That was Scaly Pete. And Scaly Pete's the villain in this tale.
Sé que es el cover de Mighty, pero lo sentí como si fuera real.
Best fisherman in the Gulf, the best shark fisherman, or he'll tell you he's the best shark fisherman. And he disfigures our baby shark at the beginning of the game and does some really nasty things. So he's not a very nice guy. And now the story of Maneater is told through the lens of a reality show called Shark Hunters versus Maneaters. And it follows Pete
hay un contador
the player shark
de tiburones.
its adventures.
Apreta F para mostrar respeto por el tiburón. What? El tiburón está bailando. Yay.
To be honest, John, it looks like your main goal of the shark is to just bite everything.
Yeah, there is an awful lot of man-eating going on in this game. That is the name of the game. And but
recuerde gente en Twitch que tienen el comando WTF.
Game. It's like GTA if you were a shark. But there's there is more to the game than just eating, so we spent a lot of time moving through the water, reaching out, and adding abilities to go up on the beach for an afternoon snack. So there's a lot of exciting things that you can do in the game.
And you mentioned before it's a shark PG. How does that progression system work?
So there's three facets to the shark PG elements of the game.
Mighty.
There's life phases and there's evolutions. So growth comes about through things, nutrients, people, whatever you can find. And that's kind of like your XP in the game. That allows you to level up, your shark will grow a little bit, you'll get more powerful. And then at key phases, life phases, you'll make a big jump. So let's say you're a brooding teenage shark and you're about to become an adult. When you become an adult, you take a big leap in size, a big leap in power and capability. And then as you reach these life phases, you unlock evolutions that can be applied to parts of the shark's body. For example, you could get metallic teeth that allow you to shred boats. Or a powerful tail that allows you to jump to incredible heights. Or you could get mutated lungs that allow you to spend a little more time on the beach getting those afternoon snacks.
Just really quickly, John, everyone's wanting to know this question. When's it coming out?
So we're really hard hammerheading away at this game and trying to make it the most awesome shark RPG ever. We're not ready to announce a date, but we're pretty certain you're going to see it before the next PC gaming show.
Well, I hope we do, John. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start biting people. In fact, I'm quite hungry at the moment, so I think actually I'm going to find an audience member because you guys look tasty. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to have a snack. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Una silla gamer. Yo aún no encuentro una silla gamer que me convenza, weón. Una que sea reclinable, pero no como reclinable de los dentistas, sino como que sea cómoda. La de PewDiePie la encuentro súper incómoda. A ver, ¿tendrá lo que yo estoy buscando? No, no lo tiene. No existen, weón. ¿Qué onda?
You know, one of the absolute best parts about being sponsored by Eiene
si no tiene LED, no es gamer.
Sit for this next segment and talk to you
no.
about Terraria.
Toma
Terraria is one of the best-selling PC games of all time, selling almost 30 million copies. And part of the reason why it's maintaining such popularity is the fact that the developers Relogic continue to add content, going from 250 items at release to now over 4,000.
Cómprate una Miller. Esa no es una cerveza.
Expansion coming up, Terraria Journey's End.
Solo es necesario una silla de la cocina o un bote al revés.
¿Un bote al revés? Terraria. ¿Y qué pasa con esto de una actualización? Pew pregunta si andan mal los directos en YouTube. No lo sé, no he visto yo directo en nada porque como estoy transmitiendo. ¿A alguien más le han dado mal los directos en YouTube? ¿Esto huele a expansión? Bueno, ahora se pegó. Te lo puedo confirmar. Los directos de YouTube sí andan mal. Ah, no, esto fue el problema de ellos. ¡Cringe por 1000! ¿Alguien les pausó el tráiler? Toma, eso vale por 5. Dios. Qué feo. Les pausaron el tráiler.
It is a game where you watch live interactive video in order to uncover what happened.
Qué feo.
What is it that's going on in Telling
Pan
Lies?
al que pauso el tráiler.
Like her story, Telling Lies is a game in which you watch video footage to piece together a story. And this time we have a woman who has stolen an NSA hard drive,
¿No sube?
which contains secretly recorded, intimate and private
Hoy
conversations.
van a despedir a alguien por eso.
Something has gone terribly wrong, and it's up to you to figure out what and why.
It's time to take a look at some of the gameplay mechanics and see Telling Lies in action.
Qué feo, qué feo, qué feo. Y ni siquiera sabemos qué pasó con Terraria. ¿Tiene nombre la expansión? ¿Qué es lo que es? Era Terraria, el tráiler descontinuado. El tráiler interrumpido.
It's late. I gotta get her in the bath.
¿Esto todavía es un juego?
I don't love you and I don't miss you. You already know too much.
Ah, este es el juego de las cámaras. Que fue como súper alabado. Y es como misterio, ¿no?
I gotta get her in the bath. I love you. I love you.
Ese lunar me mata. Sí, es el juego de las cámaras. O sea, no de las cámaras, sino de las grabaciones. Toma, cómete tu cringe. Por 10. Por pausar el Mira cuántas grabaciones puedes ver. Yay.
Oh, Sam, I got some questions for you about what we've just seen. I mean, talk to me about the mechanics. I mean, I saw, subtitles up, highlighting, and it was loading more video footage. What's going on?
Terraria, pausa, expansion.
We take all of the exploration you would have in a normal video game. So all that walking around in a 3D world.
Yeah.
And we apply that directly to the story, to the footage itself. So you're going to be scrubbing around in these clips, paying close attention, and you're going to be picking up on the subtext, listening to names, people, places. And with that information, you're going to use that to...
¿Alguien puede tirar una explosión de Dorito, por favor?
And over time, kind of build up this picture of the story.
Necesitamos Dorito en pantalla.
It's truly like an
Muchos.
open world
Muchos.
game.
Well, I mean, a lot of times with open world video games, they talk about, the square kilometerage or miles in America.
Me gustó el logotipo de la poción de lava. Ese fue el mejor.
Over 10 hours of footage here, so it's a story that encompasses.
Gracias por la explosión de Doritos.
What I wanted to do with this one was, like I say, really embrace this idea of it being an open world
Paco
game. You're free to
Simulator.
explore and follow your curiosity. Just lose yourself in this story.
Yeah.
All the characters. It's this huge,
Paco
messy,
Simulator.
colorful story that we're trying to tell.
Well, I'm curious, Logan, as a performer in this kind of game, what is it like to actually try to have all the layers in there for each performance, also not knowing when a player is going to be seeing the specific
Queda media hora para
Limited
Run.
Non-linear, open world game, but our approach and Sam's approach was
¿O no? ¿Ya partió?
not unlike a movie or a TV show.
Bueno,
and we
quedan
had to
25 minutos para esto.
A to B. And so, for the most
Que
part,
termine
that's
esta
how we
basura,
shot
por
it,
favor.
obviously, when you're shooting a movie or a TV show. And in this case, a game, you're going to be shooting out of order. But we actually stayed pretty linear in how we approached the story. We went after it like all the other times we're actors. We just went after intention. And then what do we want? And we tried to make
Poción de lava para
as deep.
Smash.
It's got a lot of scope.
Esta conferencia termina a tiempo para la que sigue.
No lo sé. Yo quiero ver la de Limited Run.
Nice. Yeah, look at you too. Now, of course, I do want to stress to any of you, if you have not played her story, it's quick to play through. It's absolutely brilliant. Please check it out in the meantime. But we're, of course, waiting to find out, when can we play Telling Lies?
Very soon.
La de AMD, ¿cuánto falta? Perdón, creo que lo he preguntado muchas veces, pero en minutos, ¿cuánto falta?
And yeah, very soon. We'll be showing a little bit more during E3, and the game will be out, yeah, very soon.
Fantastic.
Desperate to get it out there.
Yeah.
And people to play it.
As soon as humanly possible. Yeah. Well, Sam Logan, thanks so much for joining me on stage. Once again, Telling Lies. Now, up on the balcony, Frankie's going to be talking to us about a game that my friends year after year keep telling me I have to play because of how much they've improved it. Frankie, what's going on with Warframe?
Well, one of my favorite parts
Ay,
of
queda
last year's
Baldur's
show,
Gate
aside from being
todavía.
upstaged by a giant duck, was getting a glimpse at the future of Warframe. And here with the latest look at the next expansion to the universe is Space Mum Rebecca Ford. So, chat, behave yourselves, please, because Mother's here. Now, Rebecca,
Warframe.
what are we about to see?
We're going to take a look at an amazing trailer that our team has put together. A lot of our players have been waiting a year for a look at what we've been calling Railjack, so it's about time to, you know...
Se repite la obra de Mortal Kombat.
Let's take a look.
Warframe. Que está divertido ese juego. Pruébenlo si pueden en Switch. Farmeo hasta el infinito. Un comando Z. Ya tenemos muchos comandos. Tenemos Hype, tenemos Met, tenemos Cringe, tenemos What the Fuck. Ya son muchos. De hecho, en Twitch hay un comando así, porque está contando el emoji de dormir. Solo que lo han tirado muy poco. Hay 11 cabezas durmiendo. What? Teno Live. Va a tener una propia transmisión el 6 de julio. De algo, de un nuevo Necros, no sé qué diablo.
Rebecca, it must be so exciting to know that the fans have finally seen it, and you're clearly going all in on the epic space combat. So tell me about the new stuff that players are going to be able to experience.
I wasn't shaking before we started talking, and now I am because it's real. Because you know, Empyrean is what we're calling codename Railjack.
Explosión de Doritos y tipos durmiendo.
Part of Warframe, sending it back up to space, bringing players that squad gameplay they know, taking the enemies like the Corpus and the Grineer, giving them their own Railjack.
Ni todos los años de la vida te alcanza para farmear todo en Warframe, dice Carlos Lowell.
And when are fans going to get to see more?
Well, TennoCon is in London, Ontario.
No me gusta el juego porque hay que pagar para seguir jugando en Warframe. No. No, en Warframe todo lo puedes comprar. O sea, puedes comprar todo en Warframe, pero todo al mismo tiempo también es, bueno, casi todo, como un 90% todo. Lo puedes conseguir farmeando. Y tampoco es tan difícil, pero requiere tiempo.
Okay, now we've seen some amazing stuff today.
Ella es como un personaje de los 90.
Gloriously Strange is our next game. Developed by Brooklyn-based studio Feral Cat Den, it's an existential-based chat odyssey set during the Big Bang. Yeah, it's actually...
Sí, Warframe es free to play.
Buckle up, everyone, because we're about to get bonkers.
No te cobran por seguir jugando, que yo sepa. O no sé si metieron algo nuevo, pero hasta donde yo lo jugué, todo era gratis. What's going on? ¿Qué es esto? Ese es Scully de los X-Files. Sí, pues de los 90. Hasta las cosas Prime se obtienen gratis. Solo que es mucho farmeo, sí. Así mismo, como dice Reg Gons. What the fuck. Suban el contador what the fuck. No veo a nadie haciendo what the fuck, por favor. Sí, se ve lindo, pero no sé qué estoy viendo. En algún momento esto se transformó en Steven Universe. Genesis Noir. What? No sé qué acabo de ver.
Genesis Noir, just beautiful, stylish art. The next game we're going to take a look at is the twist on the stealth genre. It's called El Hijo, where you play as a 6-year-old trying to escape a monastery and find your mother using toys and tricks to avoid monks. Let's take a look at this gorgeous spaghetti western-inspired project from Studio Handy Games.
¿Qué es esto? Pinta bien. Oh, es el viejo. Y la niña. Y la otra niña. Oh no, el viejo se está raptando al niño. Es el viejo del saco. Y ahora el niño tiene que emprender una aventura para escapar del viejo del saco. Que llame a alguien. A alguien. Ese es una especie de... Son monjes, es un monasterio mexicano. O algo así. ¿Un monasterio en medio del desierto en México? ¿Eso puede ser? Porque estos gringos, todo lo que sea desierto siempre en México. No puede ser otro lugar. No puede ser España, por ejemplo. El hijo. Ya, una super referencia al español.
El Hijo, once again, is the
¿Qué?
title of the
El
trailer
Hijo.
we just saw.
El
For
Hijo.
our final guest tonight, please join me in welcoming
Hijo.
from Larian Studios CEO Sven Vinke, and from Dungeons and Dragons at Wizards of the Coast, the creative director of Dungeons and Dragons, Mike Merles, to talk about
¿Alguno de ellos habla
Baldur's Gate
español?
3. Yeah. Now, this was only just recently announced. How did this partnership come about?
We went to see Wizards of the Coast at the end of Divinity Original Sin 1.
Yeah.
That was back in 2014. And I tried to convince them back then that they should give us the Baldur's Gate 3 license. And they said, yeah. But we had a long chat about what the vision would be for the game. And then we kept on bumping into each other. And then suddenly in 2016, I get a phone call from the big boss of Mike and the head of Dungeons and Dragons. He said, you need to come to Seattle right away. And we're going to have dinner in a very shady restaurant. And he had this big stack of paper with him. And on it was Baldur's Gate 3. And in it was pretty much everything that we talked about. And he says, I'm going to present this to my board. You still want to do it? Yeah, of course I still want to do it. And then a couple of weeks later, we started negotiating. And here we are.
I mean, what does the Baldur's Gate franchise mean to you, Mike?
Oh, to me, it's the crown jewel of D&D computer games, right? I mean, for me personally,
no todo México es desierto. Solo el norte, y el norte es donde está más civilizado. Yo te elijo.
It means so much to us. Baldur's Gate, it's
Le tira pan de México.
Storytelling, and it's so exciting to see it come to not only a new generation of gamers, but for the gamers who remember the 20 years it's been since the original, the first two in the series. So it's incredibly exciting. And for us, it really is, it's such an important part of the D&D mythos as a whole.
And we got a chance to see the trailer. Talk to me about some of the story elements, the world elements. What are things we're going to see in Baldur's Gate 3?
Well, we're only talking about what's in the trailer right now, but obviously you're going to go to the city, because we start with the city. You start outside of the city, actually. There's going to be mind flayers. They're very nasty. You are seeing in the trailer the process of ceremorphosis, as we call it. It's accelerated, so that's not normal.
Yeah.
And you're going to see a lot of iconic creatures, iconic characters, iconic places, and that's as far as we go.
I'm curious about some of the gameplay elements, because obviously, there's just been a big resurgence of Dungeons and Dragons, tons of broadcasts on Twitch. I mean, how do you translate some of the insane things that players want to do into, what has to be a structured computer game?
So we started with the player handbook, which is basically the basic rule set of Dungeons & Dragons.
Which player handbook? Which edition?
5th edition. 5th edition.
Great. Yeah.
And so we ported as much as we could to the video game.
Baldur's Gate,
really well,
yes.
the things that didn't work that well, because it is a video game and this was made for
hype. Están poniendo la gente en chat.
So we started modifying those things.
Snail mexicano, Snail mexicano.
On top of it, because if you play tabletop, you have a game master. And
Mucha charla, poco gameplay.
And then the
I
game
want to start a fight with a pigeon. And he's like, okay, roll for
Cabeza flotantes.
Exactly, that's it. So we had to add systems to make that possible within the game. But we've gone very, very far.
Yeah, I mean, can you give an example of like a crazy moment that a player might do that you could
¿Ya
actually
empezó Ubisoft? Espera,
Let's say that we get into a fight because you ask a nasty question, I don't want to answer it. And I take the chair over there, I put it on fire, smash it on your head. Well, just as an example.
It's just an example, this is fine, we're just talking, we're just talking.
These are things that we have to put systems into the game for to
Dios
do
mío,
it,
que me
which are not necessarily
asustan.
going to be described inside of the book.
Interesting. And I mean, like, Mike, in terms of your role, speaking to Larian Studios, you have tons of data of all the sorts of things that players do. What's the sort of information that you provide in assistance?
Well, really what it comes down to is providing the story support. You know, we think of Dungeons & Dragons.
Están haciendo una speedrun de Rayman.
It's like a toy box for dungeon masters and players to go into and build their own stories. So working with Larry and working with Sven, a lot of it was just opening up that toy box and sharing it. And giving that kind of guidance. You know, like I remember one of our first meetings, we just laid out a map of Baldur's Gate and the Sword Coast and asking a lot of questions like, what kind of story do you want to tell? Where do we want to go? What are the cool locations?
Buguearon el direct cuando hablaron de Ubisoft.
In terms of the system support, you know, what does it mean in terms of the story for each character, for each character race, each character class? So that if you have your favorite class and it's in the game, you really feel like you're taking on that role that you love so much from the tabletop. It's really coming to life in an authentic way in Baldur's Gate 3.
And we're going to talk in a moment about, Baldur's Gate 3 release dates and whatnot.
Pero el
gameplay. On a new technology known as Pencil and Paper. I understand that there is a tabletop prequel coming for Baldur's Gate.
Exactly. So in Baldur's Gate, we think there's one saga, all the different games coming together to tell one grand story of this city. So on September 17th, we're releasing our next tabletop campaign, Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus. And it is the next chapter in the Baldur's Gate saga, and it's a prequel to Baldur's Gate 3. So if you haven't played a Baldur's Gate game since Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, this is your chance to check out on the history. It's been about 100 years since the events of Baldur's Gate 2.
¿Cómo era esta canción?
So this will give you a chance to check in on the city, to see what's going on, its current state, who the movers and shakers are. We also feature a complete levels 1 to 13 campaign that takes you from the mean streets of Baldur's
Mi nombre es Dinosaurio Anacleto. Ahí
You want to
está.
redeem Baldur's Gate or send it to damnation. So we're putting that right in players' hands to make that.
Soy un dinosaurio.
What can you talk to us about expected release time
El peje lagarto.
So people have been waiting for it for a
Por
long time.
cosas de la vida no moría en la glaciación.
This is the game that we want to play, so we want to make sure it's really, really
Me acuerdo
good.
la letra.
And then when that's the case, then we'll release it.
Well, I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time. And I think I speak for a lot of people here when I say, take your time. The Divinity Original Sin games are any indication of the quality. It's going to be fantastic and worth the wait. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me on stage.
Ay, por fin, por fin, por fin.
Talking about Baldur's Gate 3.
Anacleto, lo lograste.
Goodbye, guys. Why are they leaving? Well, it's
qué
because
aburrido.
the PC gaming show has
Charla
officially
inmensa.
Anacleto siempre
concluded. Let's
salva la
bring
situación.
up on the stage the
Anacleto, lo
fantastic
lograste.
Frankie Ward. Come here, Frankie.
Hello. Well, thank you so much, Sean. I think this audience has been absolutely fantastic today.
Guys, thank you so much for coming out to the 5th annual PC Gaming Show. We want to give an enormous thanks to all of you who tuned in live. We want to, of course, thank all of you who personally showed up this morning. And, of course, the sponsors who helped make this possible. Epic Game Store,
Soy un dinosaurio y me llamo Anacleto. Por cosas del destino no morí en la glaciación.
PC Gaming is a platform. It's not a publisher or developer. So these sponsors are essential for letting us put on this show every year. Thank you so much. And I
Terminado por
ask,
fin.
Frank, any titles you're excited about?
Well, I do love a baby elephant, so definitely Planet Zoo, and slightly more awkwardly, then I also want to eat things, maybe elephants included, so man-eater, of course.
I'm personally looking forward to Songs of Conquest, and as you heard, there's games coming out all across 2019 and into 2020. We hope you all have a fantastic E3. It officially begins tomorrow. Big shout out to all your press conferences. Hello again, Drop Frames. Good to see you 2 years in a row. We hope you all have a fantastic time at E3 and go play some games and make some friends. See you next year. Bye, bye, bye.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Ay, por fin, hombre, cringe, lo lograste. Uf, Capitán Falcon, uf. Ya, señores, queda la de Limited Run que parte como en 10 minutos, así que vamos a ir a eso.
Adiós, mocosos, hasta nunca.
Voy a preparar todo esto. No entendí la conferencia de la policía, sabía que a Asuntos Internos les tendía una trampa. Y eso fue el PC Gaming Show de este año, Dios mío, lo logramos, pero por lo menos fue más rápido que el año pasado. Oh, sobrevivimos a esto. Sobrevivimos. Bien, gente, vamos al The Limited Run. Que va a comenzar dentro de nada. Así que nada, gracias por acompañarme aquí. Voy a hacer los cambios y desaparezco en segundos y vuelvo en nada, resucitado. Así que nada, hagan sus últimos hype, what the fuck o mes, porque eso va a quedar guardado y lo postearé en alguna parte. Go, go, go con los mes. Y ahora me voy por Limited Run. Nos vemos.